Apple's operating system could be putting your information at risk to hackers. If you own an Apple phone or computer, experts say you should protect yourself by installing a recent security update right away. So, how could something like this happen to such a big tech company, and what can you do to avoid becoming a victim? Well, Scott's standing by with an expert to get those answers. Scott?
All right, Janet, thank you. I'm joined by Dave Ballard, the Director of the College of Business, the Technical Services for the Business at RIT. Thanks for joining us, first of all. Now, how does a problem like this occur in these Apple products?
Well, basically what has happened is developers were working on code for the Apple products, and they left some stuff behind that should have been taken out and simply missed it. We're talking millions of lines of code, and it's very easy to overlook something like this.
Now, this is pretty incredible. Now, how about the personal information? What's at risk here?
Well, pretty much because of the way it works, anything that you use that requires a username and password online, for example, bank accounts, credit cards, your social medias, depending on how you access them, it is possible for a hacker to intercept your username and password while this vulnerability could have been taken advantage of.
Now, this is pretty scary, so what can we do to protect that personal information?
The easiest things to do are to install the patches immediately that Apple has provided, and also monitor your accounts very closely for weird activity, anything that's inappropriate, and notify those account holders as soon as possible. In addition, if you feel as though you might have been vulnerable, it's a good idea to change your password on a regular basis so that if it was intercepted, that password is no longer valid.
Yeah, some good information. One real quick, how does this happen? I mean, how does somebody become vulnerable? Is there anything they do?
Well, there's a number of things that can happen to cause it. In this particular case, it was just faulty software that was released inadvertently by Apple. So even somebody that was being as careful as possible would still be vulnerable to this particular exploit. And this is why Apple very quickly did release an update.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Dave Ballard, thank you for that information from RIT. Something we can use. Janet?
That is some good information there. Thank you very much. Well, giving students a